So, Mary, we've been talking about a lot of different things, but what are some things that are standing out for you about the struggles that you're experiencing?
I've been really struggling lately to balance my schoolwork with what's going on at home, because
Mhm.
it's such a serious issue going on at home that I feel like it's pulling me more home. I just want to be home. I don't want to be at school because my family needs me right now, my mom especially.
Mhm.
And so I'm just really feeling very torn and stressed about having to go back to school after the weekend at home and helping my mom out with my stepfather who was in an accident. So I just don't know. And then when I'm at home, I'm stressed out because I'm not at school doing what I need to do at school. And it's coming to the end of the semester. And so it's just...
Well, from what you said before and what you're saying now, you're feeling stressed and stuck between two places. And as we have been talking, it's been really hard for you to identify how you feel about this. You're able to say that you're stressed. And I'm guessing there's a lot more underneath that stress, and you're having a hard time really identifying that. So I'm wondering if you'd be willing to go there for a few minutes with me. And I've got a way that we can do that, that we're both not kind of guessing at how things are feeling. What I've got actually is a set of cards that each one has a feeling on it, and then there's some sub-feelings that are related to that. And I've used this with other folks. It would just be a matter of maybe picking out ones that are most related to what you're experiencing. How does that sound?
Okay.
So, you can see I've got a whole bunch of them right here, and not all of them are going to fit with your situation. And what we can do is toss out whatever ones that don't fit, and you can hang on to the ones that do, and we can then talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
So this first one is unfulfilled. How much of a part of this that you're experiencing relates to feeling unfulfilled? And if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit.
Not necessarily relating to this situation that I'm in presently. However, I do feel this as far as other outside factors in my life.
So what you might do is actually put a card in one hand that relates to other stuff, and another hand that relates to what's going on now.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, just put that one aside maybe for another issue.
And trapped?
Yes.
Okay. So I could give you each of the cards, or you could just sort through them on your own. What would you prefer?
I think I like this method.
Okay, one at a time.
Right.
Sad.
Yes.
Resistant?
No.
Okay. Just put some here. Resentful? I'm kind of sensing a maybe on that.
Maybe.
And given that you were, you're talking about really feeling divided between being at school and being at home.
Right. It's like I don't necessarily feel resentful about being home. That's where I would rather be. But then am I resentful about being at school? I mean, that doesn't sound right either. I like being at school,
Okay.
but yet
There's something
yet
about
school
it
is
there.
keeping me from being at home where I want to be. So maybe I am a little resentful towards school.
And some of those may fit better than others, but maybe there's something in there. Okay.
Mhm.
Regretful. Jealous?
No.
Irritated?
Yeah.
Hateful?
No.
Nothing. Grief?
Mhm.
Yeah. Frustrated?
Mhm.
Disgusted?
No.
Not so much. Disappointed?
Yeah. I just feel disappointed and let down because something so terrible happened to someone so good.
Yeah.
My stepfather's just a really good person and really just didn't deserve what happened to him, so I just feel really disappointed in that situation.
And there, I think sad came up there a
Mhm.
couple of cards ago too. When you said disappointed, I also heard sad. Confused?
Yeah, just confused with not only trying to be at home and help and be at school and get those responsibilities taken care of, but when I am at home, I'm kind of confused on how to help.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm not sure. I know my mom needs help, but I'm just not exactly sure how to help her.
You don't know what to do that
Right.
would be helpful to her.
Right.
And that's confusing.
Mhm.
Angry?
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm angry that this is happening to our family.
Yeah. Vulnerable?
Yeah, when I see the word helpless at the bottom,
At the bottom,
that
yeah.
makes me, that's kind of how I feel when, you know, the situation is just so uncertain. He has a brain injury, and so it's just, it's very, everything is so, with a brain injury, uncertain. Don't know how much time it's gonna take. Is he gonna come back from it? You
Yeah.
know, as far as, is he gonna gain all this memory? And so I just feel helpless in that. I just wish I could fix it right away, and it's gonna
Yeah.
take time.
Well, I have a lot more cards, but you've got a pretty good stack there. So I'm gonna give you the option of continuing or stopping here.
We can stop here. I mean, I think that these really touch on how I'm feeling presently.
Yeah. And it would make sense to me that it would be hard for you to identify any one feeling because of all of those that you're experiencing.
Mhm. Definitely overwhelmed
Mhm.
and sad.
Those are the major ones right now.
Mhm.
And you might feel other ones more strongly at different times too.
Mhm. Right. I'm confused about feeling, you know, when I'm at home, feeling like I should be at school, and when I'm at school, feeling confused because I should be getting my stuff done and wrapping up the semester, but instead all I can think
Mhm.
about is being at home.
And there's another word for that, and that's torn.
Mhm.
And that really kind of cuts deep with a lot of people of what you just said, wanting to be in one place and ending up in another, and when you're there, it's that's about that bouncing back and forth.
Mhm.
And it would make it hard to you talked about it being hard to concentrate or focus here at school, and that makes a lot of sense.
Mhm. It's like, even though I feel overwhelmed, I don't necessarily, I mean, it is a burden to have to, you know, go home and help out, but at the same time I don't feel burdened because it's my family and that's where I wanna be, is
Mhm.
home with them. And even if I am there going, I don't know what to she's having to do so much right now, and just being there for her and my brother. And
Well, you've identified as you're talking, you've identified a couple of major feelings, and I wonder what you might want to do with this between now and the next time we meet.
You know, we're all hoping that we'll get some better news with the specialist he'll be seeing, and that maybe I'll begin to feel a little bit more hopeful rather than so sad about
That's the
the
major
situation.
one. Yeah, that's the one that you've got on top there, is feeling sad.
Right now, it's just, that's the whole, like, feeling in our home is just really sad, and just even just kind of mad about it having to happen to someone that's so just didn't deserve it. And it's really awkward to see someone who doesn't have their memory, not remember their daily, and not know their role in the household and whatnot. So we're having to tell him, and that's weird because I am the daughter and he's the father. So he's, the roles seem to be switched where like he's not supposed to be watching television. And so if he turns on the television, I feel like the roles are like I have to be his parent and tell him that he can't watch that.
And that's very awkward.
It
and
is.
Confusing, like you said.
It is.
And you said too, you feel sad that there's this big change as well. When it comes to learning or doing something new, one of the first steps is just to notice. So, would you be willing to notice when you feel sad, what you do about it, what coping strategies you might use? And there are lots of different coping strategies. Like, some people will distract themselves and do something else. Other people will allow themselves to feel it for a little bit of time. Other people might go and exercise. There are lots of different things that you could do. How about noticing what you actually do?
It's probably a good one for me because I tend to really keep things in and not talk to people about what's going on. So
You already know that that's a coping strategy. Maybe there's some other coping strategies that you're doing that are effective too. Anything else you'd want to think about or work on between now and the next time we meet?
maybe just trying to, as far as feeling so conflicted with being at school and I need to get stuff done, just trying to focus more somehow while I'm at school and not be so distracted by what's going on at home.
Okay. And given that this is the exercise that we've done, and what you just said, what do you think about just keeping track of the feelings that you have when you're having a hard time focusing?
Okay.
So that's two things. And if you don't do it every day, maybe just at least once, once or twice. Work?
Mhm.
So I'll see you at the same